Hey, welcome back guys to the Ozone Revolution Cup, brought to you by Ozone Gaming Gear and supported by Performance Gaming. My name is Place and I'm here with Mr. Benz in Champ Select, and this could potentially be the last game if Exile 5 win it. They're up 2-1 in this best of 5 series. How you going, Mr. Benz?
I'm doing well, getting hyped. This could be the last game, like you said. You know, Exile 5 having a strong showing today. ApG haven't actually won a game yet. Their game carries over from being the winner of the winners bracket, I should say. And so they're really looking for a win right now. It looks like they had the last game in the bag and just a couple of mistakes. They weren't able to clean it up, so hopefully this time, you know, they had a perfect team set up. They had the kills on the right people, so they just need that coordination, and hopefully they can bring it back and bring it to the fifth game that we want to see.
Yeah, alright, and we have some bans coming up here. Elise and Cassidy getting taken away by ApG Thanatos right there. Exile 5 banning out the Fizz straight away, not wanting to deal with that fish.
Yeah, Fizz had an okay showing, I would say, in that first game. But yeah, I don't know if it warranted a ban. They're obviously scared of that. So will the Z be taken away? ApG have first pick this time. We've seen SM Limes on Z as well, and you know, his RE was really strong. So it'll be interesting to see what they ban it.
Yeah, you know, it really felt like Jono just let the team down a little bit on Kennen on the top lane. He struggled in the 2v1. Probably didn't get enough help from his jungler as well, so that was a bit unfortunate. You know, Thanatos really need to turn it around this time. As I've said, they haven't actually won a game against this team so far. 2-1, their one win being from the winners bracket. And so Zed going to be banned out, as you were saying, by Thanatos not wanting to deal with that split push. And last ban from Exile. What could it be?
Yeah, I'm not sure if we'll have like a Jarvan, if Jarvan will get let through.
There it is! Crystal Ball.
There we go, so Jarvan got taken out. So we're probably going to see like a Nasus picked up early. It could be that, it was really strong. ApG, like I was saying, they had it last game. I felt like they had it, I felt they had the win.
Yeah.
But XL5 so strong in their team play. So strong in their, they know what to do in taking objectives. So.
I kind of like this, Mr. Benz. Looks like Thanatos could be picking up the Shen here. They're kind of hovering on it, but that would deny it from Day Shifted. And there it is. It's locked in. So that's very nicely done.
That's a big move to take away from Day Shifted. He'll be unhappy right now. He's like, and he's played that so well in the last two games, and the fact that he knows how to play that so well means that he knows how to counter that really well. So
he does, yeah.
You know, he knows the ins and outs of that champion, as shown in the last game. So did he just insta-lock Rumble?
He did.
He did. So there we go. Obviously a very strong pick, and Rumble is super strong. Rumble
Zyra insta-locked as well.
Well, there we go. That JV on that Zyra. Super strong. So, like I was saying, Rumble's super strong in those team fights, even if he falls behind. So, which I don't think he does versus a Shen. So, that's a really strong pickup.
Yeah, and you know, the setup as well with Zyra and the equalizer for Rumble is really strong. You can't count that out at all. But Nasus could be picked up here by Thanatos, and he's been playing great all game. You know, there's no flaws we've seen in Profound's Nasus play so far. And yeah, just doing a profoundly good job on that one. SM Lives also waiting to pick up a champ here.
Chelsea playing great on Nasus as well. So Nasus has been a strong pick all day.
Yeah.
And like we discussed, he's such a strong jungler at the moment. And you know, that gives ApG that tanky frontline that XL5 Solo had in that first game. That really got them that win. That Nasus Shen combo.
Yeah.
So maybe ApG are learning from XL5 in this game and just using what works, and hopefully they can take this win. And the Tristana taken away, so Shen and Tristana taken away from XL5.
Wow, I like that as well. You know, denying that combo that they had so many issues with last game. You know, the Zyra Tristana bot lane just super strong, lots of damage, scales into the late game as well. And yeah, just crazy for the 2v1 on all accounts. But Exile 5 could be going with the Varus here. Ooh, actually swaps it around for Morgana. Gonna lock that one in as well. Interesting. Oh no, swaps it very last second to Lee Sin and then Ouya. Ooh, clutch. So it's going to be an Udyr and an Ezreal locked in there for XL5 Solo.
Yeah, so interesting. For a second there, I thought we were going to see the double AD carry strat come out. You know, the Ezreal mid.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've swapped that over. Oh, the Udyr pick.
It's
kind of risky. It's kind of very risky versus, like, you know, the likes of Shen and Nasus.
Yeah.
But
Wither.
Yeah, Wither, exactly. Any type of slow really hurts Udyr, and you know, you've got the Buster shot coming out of Tristana as well to push Udyr away, and Udyr he has no gap closer, he has to run right in there. So the Udyr pick is interesting, and keep an eye on that one.
Oh wow. Not sure what these last picks from Thanatos are going to be. They have a lot of options. Thresh, wow, Thresh is actually available all the way down here. And SM Lime's going to be picking up Ahri. It's going to be locked in, Thresh and Ahri. Ooh, some great picks there from Thanatos. And a great team comp all around.
Yeah, so nothing has really changed up from their last game. You know, they switched up the AD carry and the top lane. And I'd say that's more to take away from XL5 Solar. But it doesn't change their lineup an awful lot. You know, they still have that engage coming from Shen, which is like Kennen. You're jumping right in there, and you know, Tristana with that hyper carry, that potential that Vayne had as well in the last game. So keeping it the same and just taking away those picks from XL5 Solar, but it could turn around to bite them in the bum. And Twisted Fate being locked in for me instantly. So
yeah,
Chenny Boy switching it up all day today.
Wow, that's an interesting combination there. So obviously wanting that early game and mid game pressure with the teleport on the Twisted Fate ultimate. Trying to counter out Jono as well, so that's going to be very helpful. And an easy way to shut down the roaming potential or save potential by a Shen. But it's also interesting because with an Udyr as well, that mid lane, it's going to have so much CC that you actually can gank an Ahri, and that's something that's usually hard.
Yeah, and there's a lot of early game CC coming out of XL5 Solo. You know, something we've been pointing out tonight is the amount of CC that teams want to run. And, you know, ApG really stepped it up. Their first game, they know they had no CC really at all, so they've really stepped that up. But XL5 have kept it, and this game, they've taken a step further with, you know, that Twisted Fate and the Udyr. They want that early game aggression, those guaranteed stuns to lock down an Ahri. To lock down a Tristana as well, who can jump away. So expect a lot of action, like you said, around that mid lane really early.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you know, even with junglers like Profound on Nasus, for the counter gank, it's going to be so hard because the speed of Udyr is incredible. You know, I think Udyr might have actually been picked as a counter to Nasus in the sense that he can counter jungle him very easily. And counter ganks will be strong. You know, you've got two huge tanks as well for the mid and late game that'll just be going head to head, so the front lines of both teams are very big right now.
Yeah, and ApG still have that catch potential. We've seen it last game. We've seen it in the first minute last game, the hook charm. And they have the Shen taunt thrown in there now as well. So they have that great catch potential, and they used it really well last game. Just a couple of mistakes, so they couldn't close out that game like they wanted to, of course. So this time, again, just switching it up a little bit. Still got that great CC, that great catch potential, the wave push as well. So, you know, they still have to be very careful of that early game coming out of XL5 Solar.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And you know, are we going to see an invade is the question we kind of always ask here. And it worked out well for ApG Thanatos last match, getting a free kill, just some free gold. But you know, this time round they're probably looking for something bigger. Shutting down Udyr can be big, you know, even just the red buff stops him from ganking.
Oh, for sure. If they can get a kill and still a buff, that would be great. And even stealing a buff, like you just said, would be awesome. And they still, they have an even better level 1 now with that Shen taunt if he comes down and joins in and takes that first. And, you know, if he's chucked into a 2v1 lane, that Jono on that Shen, getting the taunt first up isn't that bad because you can still taunt under the tower. So I'd like to see it from ApG for them to go aggressive again. But expect that XL5 Solar know that this time. They know they need to protect their jungle and that jungler. So hopefully they can throw it up.
And I'm kind of interested how Ezreal is going to fare in this bot lane, because Ezreal is kind of more the poke, engage, disengage kind of champion there. Just wants to kind of play safely in lane and go aggressive when his jungler arrives or when particular skills land. But Zarya, wants to force aggression all the time. Is that going to work out?
It will, because Zarya still has that great poke potential with her plant and her Q, that do the range poke instead of, say, the slow and the snare coming out of her melee plants. But so they have great poke still. It works similar to the Tristana Zarya. Ezreal can still arcane shift in. It's not something I would advise on using your escape to jump in, but it can be done. It does put down a bit of damage, and it still works out for him. And XL5 actually have a lot of poke in that team, especially even when Rumble wants, he can chuck that equalizer down meters in front of him as well. So, they can poke down and then hard engage with that, or stop them from escaping with Udyr and Rumble, jumping in and being that front line. And we all know what that Zarya ultimate can do in a lane as well.
Oh yeah. So, taking a look at the lineup just in a bit more detail though. We've always kind of talked about Thresh being one of the kings when it comes to the ganks in the bot lane. Can pull in the jungler, can engage with hooks in the box. How do you reckon it's going to work with Profound though? He's actually taking Ghost this time around and not Flash.
Oh, it works great with Nasus if you can pull him in there and he can get that wither down straight away, while everyone's still, close in there. And Blind Turkey and Kevsters are really strong in that bot lane. They died early last game to the Lee Sin hero kick and the Warful Blade that travelled halfway across the map. But they came back. Kevsters was 7-1 when we started noticing him doing a lot of damage. And, they still did really well. And yeah, props to Blind Turkey. Some of his hooks and his lanterns were great. And the flays as well. It's just great on that champion. So I think they can still win that lane.
Alright, so here we are into the match. ApG Thanatos, do or die, 2-1 down in the best of 5 series. Exile 5 looking to close this out, and Thanatos looking to take it to another game. Ozone Revolution Cup continues, brought to you by Ozone Gaming Gear and supported by Performance Gaming. We'll play some Mr. Ben's cast in this one for you, and we got the level 1 kind of panning out here, just the defense strategies, but ApG Thanatos could be going for a red buff steal.
I think they're going to, and they got that really nice ward down as well, so they will see that XL5 are going to come into their jungle if they decide to go through that way. And it looks like both teams is mirroring each other at the moment, and I like to see this because they haven't gone the same strat the last 3 games. Everyone's gone a different way, and you see that the way that ApG are going around at the moment, avoiding all ward that they can.
Yeah, Exile 5 as well, pinking that tri-bush. So they think the enemy team have warded down there, but they're going to walk into the red buff ward. Oh, need to do the research because that is the most common ward in the book.
It is, and that's a ward we see placed.
Yeah.
We've seen placed all tournament. That one ward is probably that's a place where a ward has been the most.
But that's its use, Mr. Benz, I've found out.
There you go. We were talking about that yesterday, but Rumble has to be careful about coming in the jungle here.
Oh yeah, I think he's got a little bit of a feeling here. Went the long way. Oh, may not have gone long way enough. He's gonna face check. Oh, Ari actually starting with the Q, but doesn't matter. Day Shifter is gone.
And Blind Turkey hooking up that play again. Just landing that first blood hook. So, who picked it up this time? It looks like Kevsters has picked up. So Kevsters with the first blood. We know he loves that. It's probably the fourth one we've seen, I think, out of Kevsters. From the games we've casted, so he can really get the ball rolling once he gets first blood.
Oh yeah, and they've gone for the 2v1, so their synergy is going to play again. We should call them Blind Staz or Kev Turkey because, they are one and the same when it comes to this lane. Oh man.
And so they know Udyr is in the jungle stealing away the red buff at the moment, but it looks like they're not going to stop it.
Yeah.
It is a bit hard when your bot lane is top because, you're going to be outnumbered if you decide to try stop it. But it looks like they're going to let that one slide, and they know where Udyr is at the moment, so SM Lines will see him coming through right now.
Yeah.
There we go.
We're actually going for a little bit of a gank here, SM Lines, just a bit of damage off. Probably not worth the mana, but why not?
And this is an interesting strat. coming out of Profound right now. They're going to push the double minion wave and maybe hope to dive Day Shifted, who's still level 1.
Oh yeah.
So he's not on that. Yeah, he's not on that Shen right now, and they're trying to.
Oh wow, going deep with the Ghost as well. Spiritfire goes down. Hook lands. Blind Turkey getting out of that tower range. Maybe just in time. Minion damage is there.
Oh.
Not quite. Wow. Impactful play. Level 1 kill on the solo laner. That's going to put him so far behind, especially on someone like Rumble, who can struggle in the 2v1s.
And like we said, they're trying to snowball Kevsters right now. He's had a great showing for APG this tournament. They can really carry once he gets going, and Blind Turkey gets him going, and Profound as well being up there. And yeah, they're really punishing Day Shifted, who's still level 1 after giving away that first blood and just getting dove right then. So they might be able to pick up a tower off this as well, and this will give a huge lead. The hook lands.
Oh wow, so much damage, but they have to be careful. Day Shifters has arrived, level 2. Lantern comes out, clicks it. Oh, just survives that tower shot, goes for the long shot. Doesn't quite get it. Tower falls though, 4 minutes, very, very early. Profound in trouble. Doesn't want to give away the doubles, but unfortunately he will. They go to Day Shifted, and he's going to need them to farm this lane.
The mid lane right then as well. Lime's getting some good bits onto Chetty Boy, but of course Ari running out of mana.
Yeah.
And Jono's doing really well holding this tower as well. If their bot lane can switch around, they'll give them a huge advantage for being 1k ahead already. And Jono can really go up top right now and probably deal with Day Shifted who's fallen behind. But Udyr sticking around, and they might be able to get some damage on that tower if Shen doesn't respond quickly.
Yeah, and that's something you got to watch out for. Udyr is pushing, is super fast. He's also a Tiger. Oh, damage. Jono needs to be careful. Davey ran out of mana there, unfortunately. Blind Turkey comes in with
I missed the hook.
That's not good. Jono needs to be careful though. Lots of damage from Blue 90. Jump in by Kevsters. I think he actually pulled
Needs one auto attack.
Oh, not quite. Davey might survive. SM Limes, help your team. Move from the mid lane and get that kill. Jono looking to jump the wall. Oh.
They are going to sacrifice a top tower for that though, because no one really responded in going top to stop that Udyr and Rumble, so that early tower they got just became null and void because they just traded it back over.
Wow. That's a big deal.
A big move would have been going for that dragon right then, as they seen Udyr the whole time.
Yeah. I feel like they should have done it. You know, Nasus is there to do it. He doesn't have flash, but it's probably not a big deal. I think the enemy jungler isn't there either. But you're right.
Oh,
they might have been scared because SM Limes is out of mana though.
Yeah, Limes wouldn't necessarily have to respond to that though. They did have 4-man bot. Even though they're only like level 4, they could have picked that one up.
Oh, Lime's in trouble though. Stun card gonna land. Charm just gets the mana for it to stop Day Shifted's advance on him. Ooh, very, very close on that one.
And he's still got those double buffs as well.
Oh yeah, TF Ultimate going into the bot lane's gonna be going for Blind Turkey, locks in the gold card finally. Kevsters has to jump away there, dodges the wild cards actually. Chenny Boy in so much trouble, gets picked up by Blind Turkey with that auto attack. Blue 90 as well coming in deep, but the Wither stops Shellbuster.
The hook landed on Chenny Boy as soon as he landed on TF. He hadn't even locked in his card yet from traveling. And the hook landed before he could lock in his card. That was an amazing play by Blind Turkey.
Wow. I didn't even see it was that quick. But hey, look at this. The bot tower taking a bit of damage here. Blue 90. Be careful as he takes tower damage. Blind Turkey also out of mana. So much damage onto J9. The king in trouble. Chenny Boy. Oh, taunt on 2 people. Threads the needle on that one. Shellbuster in trouble. Gets taken very low. Jono going to pick that one up. No, sorry. Nasus did. Chenny Boy will fall finally. Jono gets that one. So he's happy. Wow.
Blind Turkey is amazing at the moment. I'm sorry, Blind Turkey is amazing. Jono got the great taunt, but Blind Turkey
I thought that was amazing. He threaded the needle and hit both on either side.
Hit both of them in the middle, yeah.
Talk about taking advantage of the hitbox. Man, that was some serious play.
That was some very nice play, but you see Blind Turkey, he had no health at that, and he was still getting the CC down, getting the shields out, getting the damage out, just from his auto attacks as well.
Yeah.
I have to give props to him right now. His thresh is amazing.
Oh man, and we've seen it so much throughout this tournament, getting so many of those thresh pick-offs as well. You know, SM Limes too in the mid lane playing great. He's going to be able to get a lot of damage on that mid tower. He's ahead in CS as well against the TF, so that's good. Chenny Boy obviously roaming quite a bit. And paying for it. 0-2 with all of his teleports now.
Yeah, he had used both, and he got it unlucky, but yeah, like I said, props to the Jono with that taunt. And the hook lands onto JB the King right now.
Oh wow,
Will they be
has
able to pick this up? They're not going to follow that. Oh, Tristan is a bit out of range and doesn't want to jump.
Take a look at the top side, Benz. Chellbuster just stole blue. Oh, and the enemy team was surrounding him, but he will get out. SM Lambs didn't quite sniff that one out. Maybe he just wasn't interested in a potential catch, as Twisted Fate was coming around the side as well.
That's a big play to take that blue off an Ari as well, so
Yeah.
a nice pickup by him. Should be able to hand that blue over to Twisted Fate, which will help with his cooldowns and, you know, just pushing their wave. But this is APG again starting off really strong. Hopefully they can keep the momentum going.
Yep.
They picked up Dragon as well. They're equal on Taurus, where they're gaining that gold lead as we've seen them do last game.
Oh,
They hook through the wall.
Oh man. He had no one to back him up, but...
It's
sorry.
spicing it up a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Keeping us entertained, as I should say, because his Thresh has been great.
He's in it for the style points, that's for sure. SM Limes wants a blue. He knows Chellbuster's around. He's nervous though because Chenny Boy has quite a bit of damage. I mean, he's 0-2, but he has the double Doran's ring now. Followed up by Udia. Very, very scary combination.
Yeah, the double CC, you take someone out of that fight for a while. So, yeah, they really don't want to try to steal that one away. There was great wards coming out of JV as always, so they knew where people were, and they couldn't get the blue back.
Yeah. But you know, AD carries farming pretty well, except Tristana falling behind despite getting 2 kills, and this is kind of reminiscent of SM Limes in the first match. Falling behind despite getting kills when it came to the CS margin though. 57-76.
Yeah, he's still about 800 gold up on Blue 9-0 right there, just because of those couple of kills, the Dragon going into their favor as well. So he's still ahead, but like you said, falling behind in CS. And it's really good, well done by Blue 9 to keep the CS up, otherwise he's going to fall really behind, especially because he's going that blue build. He needs a while to ramp.
Oh yeah, Jono in trouble here. Got baited a little bit by Day Shifted. Thought he was trading for the good thing. Sorry, some good trade there, but jumps over the wall and he's fine.
Yeah, just that taunt over the wall. Keeps Shen safe. And they're going into bot lane right now.
Oh wow, nice hook onto JV, forces to flash, gets hit by the box, gonna get blown up by Kevstars though, picks it up nice and easily. Oh, jumps forward again, had the option of the lantern but chose the kill instead. Blue 9-0 is gonna fall double. Kevstars on a killing spree now, 4-0.
And there we go, he doesn't mind being behind about 20 CS if he can pick up those kills. But as we see again, Udyr and Rumble in that top lane, they just stay there pushing the towers. Someone needs to respond to that. I think SM Limes is going to come around, but I think it might be too late. They might pick up that tower. They will.
Yeah. And man, it's the second time we've seen that as well. You know, the jungler doesn't want to gank, just comes to the top lane, picks up an easy tower, and that's as good as a dragon. So that's a very, very nice play there from Chellbuster.
Exactly, the towers don't respawn, so that's a great way to answer to the ganks that just went down in bot.
Yeah.
And you know, Udyr and Rumble should be able to roam now. Maybe pick up the mid towers. The dragon will respawn shortly. They can even switch lanes and pick up the bottom towers. So they're doing really well together, capitalizing on Shen leaving lane. Because you know, Rumble doesn't have great pushing power by himself.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
Tuck an Udyr in there who has great pushing power, and they're getting towers, like you can see.
Yeah, and Udyr sitting at 47 CS now. But, you know, he's still behind on on gold by about 600, almost 700 when it comes to Profound on his jungler. But that's because Profound obviously got a lot of kills. 2, 1, and 5. Great score for a jungler this time. Sporting the Spirit of the Ancient Golem now as well for the Tenacity. Great build coming out there.
So SM Lions has got this mid tower really low as well, of course with Chenibot on TF leaving all the time. But you know, great response by XL5 grouping up here. They know Stand United is not up as well, so they can play aggressive on this. Duel of course being bot lane.
Might actually pick up a tower. There it is.
Yeah, he will pick that one up, and you know that gives them a nice tower lead at the moment. It keeps them in the game. Their farm is keeping them in the game as well.
Not actually that far behind for an 8-1 score as well. You know, 17,000 to 19,000. It's very close still, considering how Ooh, gotta be careful there, Chellbuster. Blind Turkey's in the house.
He will hook you in right there as well. So this dragon's going to be respawning soon. Stand United's up in about or I'm going to say 30 seconds, there we go. And so, got to be careful split pushing when that stand united isn't up, especially a DF can follow you around with a double teleport that is running. They are both available. So Tristana's gone to the bot lane. I feel they need to get this mid tower so they have that pressure for Dragon.
Oh yeah. Siege continues, but you know, Tristana on the split push. Interestingly, Mr. Ben, Zyra, JV the King, hasn't actually finished his Spirit Stone yet. He decided to go for the Philosopher's Stone first.
Yeah, and they were a bit behind. They got pushed out of lane pretty early. I'm just watching the bear chase the ninja at the moment in the top lane. And yeah, she probably feels that she needs that gold and it pays for all those wards that she gets out. And it looks like ApG are going to pick up another dragon as we're talking about that. Ooh. Twisted Fate used his ultimate. Will they get Jono?
Nice second stun there to follow him up. Red buff's available. Shellbuster though out of mana. Can Chenny Boy get another gold card? Gonna be locked in and that'll be the kill. Nicely done. Good coordination as well to set that one up.
And that's the double stuns we were talking about and an idea with red. No matter how far
as that's happening, Mr. Benz, you know, ApG Thanatos just taking objectives here. Got the dragon going for a mid tower now. Can they get the second is the question. Kevster's gonna pop that rapid fire as well to get the damage down. And Day Shifted can't really defend by himself. Might have to blow the ultimate here.
Yeah, even though it's a Nasus, he's not as tanky yet to be able to just sit there and tank a tower as the equalizer goes down. He put in the airstrike
to the ground.
Ooh. And the hook goes out, lands on the
interesting hook, and a beautiful charm onto Udyr. He's going to fall straight away. The box comes out as well. Flay as well from Blind Turkey. Profound out of mana, but he's going deep as well. Chenny Boy gets caught out. SM Lions picks it up with his Spirit Fire. And Blue 9-0 gets wrecked as well. Triple for Ari. One. No, not
quite.
That was
a triple kill. Shen actually picked up a kill there as well, so...
Wow, great fight
Turkey,
though.
Yeah, Blind Turkey with one bar, got Shen ultimate, and then flashed back into the whole team. He didn't care about dying, he just flashed in there so Shen could get the taunt off.
Oh wow. JV trying so hard to defend this tower as well, but this is the complete opposite of last match. We saw Exile taking out mid towers like this, and ApG Thanatos have learned they haven't overstayed their welcome, they've taken it, they've backed out, and they're safe to defend their own base.
Yeah, this is playing a way improved version of what they did last game. They got those early kills, they got the early dragons, and you know, they had that huge gold lead, about the same as it is now, you know, 5 to 7k, and you know, they can't overstay their welcome, but this time they're doing it really well. They're playing really coordinated and controlled, getting those towers down. And, you know, that's an exposed inhibitor at 16 minutes in for ApG. So they'll probably base, regroup. They can even get that, but they have great pushing potential at the moment. They could pick up the other towers, the outer towers that are still standing. Or inner towers, I should say.
So TF's picked up the Lich Bane now. That's going to help him on the split push as he moves into the bot lane. Profound going to deal with that. But Mr. Benz, look at this. Ari picking up the Deathfire's Grasp, so she has the incredible burst that we see from Ari now. And that is very scary because there are a lot of squishy targets coming out of Exile 5 Solar right here.
Oh yeah, she's picked up the blue pot as well, so she's looking for fights right now. They're looking for that aggression as Profound is chasing down Chenny Boy.
Oh wow. I'd actually be able to get him another Wither. It's on very low cooldown, only about 6 seconds, 7 seconds. Chenny Boy taking a lot of damage, pops the ultimate as well to try and get out of there. Profound can't stop that one, unfortunately, but that's a crucial key spell blown there from Twisted Fate. Nicely done by Profound.
Yeah, that's huge by Profound to do that. And, you know, TF when he rushes that Lich Bane doesn't have an awfully lot of damage or burst as you would with going a Death Cap first or something, so they're looking for that split push, but right now I feel that they need that high damage to clear waves and to poke down, because they're really going to need him in fights. They can't split push at the moment. With all these towers.
Can. They just got the top lane by themselves. Mid tower inhibitor is exposed as well. They're going to group, possibly dance out the Baron here. Blind Turkey has the Oracle for it too. Just clearing it out.
Baron don't need to respawn. They can probably do it, but you know. Oh, great taunt.
Oh, unbelievable, and a hook to follow as well. Box not going to be used by Blind Turkey, has no targets for it, but they're pushing deep. Might just go for the inhibitor here, Mr. Benz.
Yeah, they'll be able to get this inhibitor. Hopefully they can
be careful.
Get this inhibitor down and just back off. They don't want to overstay, but here we go.
Oh, nice equalizer, misses, but it splits up the team. Profound has to back out of mana again in every fight. Always struggling with that mana. Jono trying to run away as well. Nice box coming out of the blind turkey as well. Buster shot from Kevster. Beautiful, hits 2 members into his own team to be killed. TFG comes out by SM Limes after the burst, unfortunately, so that means Chenny Boy will live. But ApG Thanatos on the aggression pick up the inhibitor and set themselves up nicely for this game.
Yeah, they will, and that was great. You know, we've seen them overstaying their welcome, and I was like, oh, have they pushed it too far this time again? Not that time. They played that really well. You know, Shen backed off until he had enough energy, and then he just went in, landed that taunt on multiple people, and then that just gave the go to Kevsters on his Tristana, who's 4-0 and 10 right now. He's actually just getting assists, so support Tristana jumping back in there to finish off those kills that Shen had set up.
Jono dukes out the oldie from Chenny Boy. Second time that Twisted Fate Ultimate has been wasted. Kind of hasn't been very effective for him this game. You know, all of his ganks he ended up getting killed. And now he just has no use for it. So a bit unfortunate right there, and he's not happy with it at all.
Yeah, he just hasn't had that impact that a Twisted Fate needs in the game. He tried very hard teleporting bot twice early on, but it just got countered, you know. And that's what happens when you pick a global to counter a global. If you go in with your global, the other global is going to follow you up. So, globalception right there, which global gets there first. But yeah, this hasn't had the impact he's needed.
Ooh, some Lions put a big damage down to Chellbuster. But man, he is tanky. Udia, so tanky right now. But bot lane being set up for the siege here. Could have a dive as well. SM Limes arriving. Udia just going base now, and Ezreal coming over. Nice hook onto Chenny Boy. He's gone. Bot tower secured. ApG Thanatos winning this game with the catches, Mr. Benz.
Yeah, this is the catches that we talked about. They played him last game. They played him really well. But this game, Blind Turkey's been spot on. I'm just amazed by the Thresh play at the moment. It's really top notch. And the equalizer goes down. Just probably stop the push. And there we go, another hook.
Oh, and he's going in on it this time. Misses the flay. Was flashed it. Unfortunately, there. Day shifted. Going to take a lot of damage. Will fall there to Kevsters as well. Oh, he jumps in as well. Gets exhausted. Pay for that. Flashes towards Blue 9-0. Picks up the double. Going for the triple onto Dane. Oh, JV the king. There's the triple. Nice play by Kevsters. Jumping all over the map. And man, ApG Thanatos taking this one in flying colors most likely. Taking it to the 2-2 stage. The Game 5 will be the decider here. Mr. Benz, this is an epic.
This is an epic, and props to ApG. They absolutely stomped that game. They look really strong in the last 2 games, but weren't able to close it out. But that game, they look so strong, and yeah, that was huge.
Alright, so stay with us. Ozone Revolution Cup continues. Brought to you by Ozone Gaming Gear and supported by Performance Gaming. This is Place and Benz. We'll be right back for the last game of the series and your victors of the Ozone Revolution Cup. Stay with us.